U.S. EPA has an action plan using innovative technologies to address DDT levels in Lauritsen Channel at the United Hecathorn Superfund site in Richmond, California.
This used to be a pesticide formulation facility. It operated for about 20 years since the 1940s. Technical grade pesticides would come to the site and they'd be reformulated, so liquid would be added, and then they would be shipped off for agricultural use. Over 95% of the chemicals that formulated here were DDT.
Okay, I got it now.
Whenever we use a chemical, some of it gets spilled. And the result is the fish and the other animals that live around there, including the birds that eat the fish, end up accumulating that DDT that we unfortunately spilled even decades ago. And they accumulated to levels that if we eat the fish, we're going to accumulate the DDT.
So EPA took a major effort in the late 1990s. They removed over 100,000 cubic yards of DDT contaminated sediment from the Lauritsen Channel and Parr Canal. And where the former facility was located, they removed contaminated sediment. This effort resulted in significantly lessening the impact on the inner Richmond Harbor. Today, the contamination primarily resides in the Lauritsen Channel.
Although the channel was dredged to below cleanup levels in the 90s, DDT is now present above cleanup levels. Scuba divers will be retrieving samplers that were recently deployed. The samplers are used to measure the amount of DDT moving from sediment into the water column, which will help identify the source of DDT recontaminating the channel.
One of the techniques we are trying to use to identify where the chemicals are being emitted into their surroundings is to use what we're calling as a passive sampler. The device is nothing more complicated than having an aluminum sheet metal frame in which we immobilize a sheet of plastic. This happens to be a piece of polyethylene, and we can use this material, and by inserting it into a sediment of interest where there might be pollution of chemicals that we're trying to find out where they're located, the chemicals will move by diffusion from the surroundings into the piece of plastic. So at some later time when we pull this back out, we can take it home, slice the plastic into lengths that are interesting to us, and analyze the presence of the chemical as a function of position.
Right now, we don't believe that anybody is being exposed to DDT. Our concern right now is for the ecological system, that the birds and the fish are being exposed to DDT, and that can have long-term impacts on their health.
Because it's a sediment site, it's complex, and we have a number of different experts supporting this project. And then we're also working with the City of Richmond and the community groups to do the best thing and get this site cleaned up.
You know, we've got a great team working on this, and we've got a plan to move forward, and we hope to have a solution in the next few years.